Right. We should be live. Hell yeah. It's time to go. So, I I don't know if anyone is here yet, but we of course have half an hour remaining until we can watch the summit. I wanted to start a bit early, just to, get people here, just start the chat and not, have to start when the stream starts. We can have a bit of a preamble. I have no idea what to expect. I think there was some information given by JackX about what's coming up. Something about a raid is coming up. I'm confident that's going to be happening, but honestly, I have no idea what else is going to be announced. So it's going to be really, really cool to just go in completely blind. Hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining me here tonight. So I can show you what I have got going. So we've got this room, and as I do my intro, I guess I can. Wait, hold on. Where did I? Let me swap this around real quick. Let me put up the. Wait, hold on. I did not mean to put. I just put old school RuneScape in there. Well, I guess you can see me playing RuneScape in this little window now. It's like we're playing on a phone or something, but in vertical mode. No, what I was looking to do is something that for some reason just... Why does it not want to... What? Okay, stuff's already going wrong. I had Deadman set up in the other tab, but apparently it doesn't want to swap to the other tab anymore, and I don't know why. Had a terrible shopping experience. Chat is barely visible. Oh crap, you're right. Hold on. I can go to this one for now. And wait, what? What's going on with my chat? Oh, I see. I see. I had like this fancy border around it, and by enabling it, this happens. So if I disable it, it's fine. No fancy border around it. It's all good. I'll set it up later. So now if I go back to this tab, yeah. See, this is why we have to start early. Also, my green screen is doing like all kinds of funky things around here. I don't know what's going on there, but you know what? It's whatever. So anyway, my favorite cookies are available at work. Important, but closest shop to home hasn't had them for like a week. Ooh, I'm already invested because it's about cookies. I'll swap back to the OSRS tab so we can just kind of have some in-game gameplay, and I'll swap to the stream like 5 minutes beforehand, and we can focus on that instead. Why is there no sound? Please. I guess I should go to my music player or to my settings. Do I have to go here, or is it in settings? I want to enable looping. Is it? No, it's not in here. If I just search loop, music looping, there we go. Beautiful. Now I could always have something playing in the background. I asked Chief Cashier why they aren't available, hoping she might check in the handheld device used for checking mobile scanning. Yeah, that makes sense. And then they were not available. They were out of cookies. The cookies were a lie. The cookies are in cahoots with the cake. Hold on, do I have sound active for RuneScape? I do have sound active for RuneScape. It's just not playing. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. So, as you're typing, I will have you know that I am level 44 Hunter, which allows me to now use maple birdhouses. I've been using willows still, because I don't have any teak logs, and well, I was close to 44 anyway, so I just grinded my way up to 44 using some birdhouses, which I guess will probably bring me up to use. Maybe mahogany, but like teak, mahogany are like things I just haven't really encountered much, but that maybe that's just, my bad. She said she didn't have one. Shop floor workers work until 15. We have at least someone to like 20 or something. Both shops take bottle returns. The plot of the cookies thickens. I said it's not an issue of 9 o'clock. It's a week-long issue. See, I told you, the cookies, they're a lie. They don't actually exist. What I guess I can go do for the next 20-25 minutes is do some slayers. So let me... hold on, where... Yes, I'll go to Lumbridge, that works. And I'll return here later tonight to collect. There could be different reasons something isn't available. That's true. I'm invested in your story now. Both she and the cashier said, "Where do you work?" Will come to your store and ask why there isn't something. It's quite funny how this entire story seems to be about, you know, cookies not being delivered to your workplace, and nobody seems to know why. Wait, I did not mean the cabbage. Well, I guess we're taking the cabbage now. Deposit all. Let me grab what I need. I'm gonna run magic, so I'll go for that. I don't have a water staff. I should get one, but I don't have one. Get this thing. I get the Ardone cloak, and I also want to get the thing I got recently from the clues, which was Bendel's Mitre, because it is a bit better. So we go for that one as well. So here we go. We grab all the gear. Deposit this stuff. We take the airs. We take the waters, and we take... What was it? Water blast. Death runes. Right. So we take the deaths. There we go. And... Ooh, what is Current Castle? Current Castle, 2 law, 1 fire. 2 law, 1 fire. Right, and then I guess I'll just stock up on a bit of food. Oh, and I want to try and start using a bit more of the high-level alchemy, which I can do now, right? Yes, I can. Okay. So high-level alchemy requires nature and fire. So I'll just, for now, I don't really have many nature runes. Wait, are they even? Yeah, they're here. Nature and fire. There we go. So I teleport my way over to Krent. And as I do that, I'll read your story. So... if they did, I would check for them, or any average customer, to best of my ability. Yeah, I mean, I would do the same. That is what you should... Oh, wait, hold on. No, I still have my axe on me. Wait, didn't I bring a staff? I guess I didn't. Oh. I can't... Oh, I can't use this thing. Hold on, let me read the story real quick. So, if I was really petty about this, I'd contact the store manager. We used to work together. My work has the cookies, but the same chain store but closer to home doesn't. Speaking of this same chief cashier and bottles, or well, cans, I've had issues with illegal hold on. You've had issues with illegal purchases before? Are we still talking about cookies at this point? Because illegal cookies sound delicious. Anyway, I'm gonna have to find a way back out of here. I did not plan for this to happen. There is a map teleport thingy over the skeletons, and I don't know where that brings me. Hold on, that is to the west. And there's this vine. Okay. So when bottle deposit system... Pay 10 cents per bottle can, then get it back when returning it for recycling. Yeah, we have the same setup as well. Was introduced. I happened to buy a can that couldn't be returned because it had the wrong EN13 code. But I paid the deposit. There's a vine. Yeah, there is a vine. I'm aware of this vine. This is where I think the video hasn't gone live yet, by the way. But I've been here before. I was killing some fire giants here, and then I learned that... Oh, should I... all the way to that one, and then that's such a I mean, okay, I guess I'll do that. I was killing fire giants here, but I didn't count because I need to kill them at a different location, which I now know where it is, but I forgot my staff. Okay, so we go through the hill giant. Hold on, the game's a bit loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. Here we go. Okay. Wait, these guys look different. Hill giant. They look kind of cool though. Wait, go back. There's a vine by the entrance. Wait, is this a Shizian warrior? The central bit is not the exit. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna go back. I'm assuming I can climb. Yeah, enter strange passage. Okay, we go back. Wait, a possessed pickaxe attacked me. So let me go through here. You've just gone watching factions. Yeah, so I did watch a little bit of the DMM stuff, and it was interesting. Hold on, is the ladder or the... Where is... He said something about another vine, right? The ladder icon? That's where I just was, isn't it? But yeah, I was watching a little bit of the PvP stuff as well, but honestly, I couldn't make any sense of what was going on, really. So at some point, I decided, yeah, I'm gonna tune out. I'm gonna just northeast of the alt. Okay, so northeast. So that would be like over there. Want to just die if I go here? Like, some of these mobs are really strong. But northeast, I believe you. This is northeast, isn't it? Wait, hold on. Where am I going? I think I would have been faster if I did the other way around, but there's a crack. No, in the... Oh, in the middle room. Okay, sorry. Sorry, that was my bad then. Dude, am I just that blind? Hold on. I'm gonna run back. It's fine. See, that's probably just kind of filling time anyway. 20 minutes until it starts. Okay, so in the room... Oh my god, there's a vine there. Okay. Eyes... They don't work, apparently. Okay, is there a bank here as well? Yes, there is. Great, thank you very much. See, the other path would have worked as well, but, you know, this is really good for future reference. Just surprised I didn't take the staff with me, though. The bank, is it here or a different floor? It appears to be on a different floor. Is it the first floor? Maybe it's the second floor? Yes, second floor. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, it's here. All that work just to grab a staff of air. Right. Now I can do a little bit of slinging using Water Blast. Wait, yeah, down here. To my Latvian brain, this is the third floor. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think you're correct. You know, I think like the bottom floor should be the first floor, right? Because it's the first floor you enter. Like I've just used first floor as like the first floor above the base level because I've been told that's how it works, but it doesn't make sense. So I fully agree with you. So hold on, let me see how I think I pathed. Because I gotta go to Fire Giants, and I think I went through the ghosts and then climbed up like so. So that would require me to go south, which is here. I think that's how I did it last time. Because I've done like 60 or something out of the kills. I think I went up there. Let me do exclamation mark task. That's not how it works, period. That's how it works, UK. Oh, really? Yeah, so I've got 54 of 160 kills. So I've done some killing, but these kills do take some time. But I don't mind it too much. Like, they're quite decent to grind. So I've noticed there's a safe spot, I think, right here. There might be a better one, because the problem with this safe spot is I can hit them, but they walk away from me. And because they walk away from me, my character walks over to them, and then, you know, at some point I have to walk back again, which is fine as long as I'm actively playing, but it's very bad if I'm looking to... Whoa, like, oh, that was terrible. It's not the most passive gameplay. I can't just like stand somewhere and click. I'm assuming there's a better spot, but this is the only one I've found so far. Yeah, US enter buildings on the first floor instead of the ground floor. The wiki has a toggle to show UK floor or US floor. Oh, really? Huh, cool. I mean, I do think the USA version is better in this case, but it is whatever. Ooh, some rune arrows. I mean, that's a decent drop, right? I think that... Because they stack... Oh, this is how I died last time. Trying to loot something. Alright, 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes. Until the stream starts. I got a couple more kills. I mean, it does feel good to be hitting big numbers, though. Like, I would love to be able to do this. Like, hitting 30 is amazing. But I would love to do this with the next tier of water magic. But that's like early 70s, I believe. Yeah, sorry, it's 65, water wave. Which is, I mean, to be fair, it's only 9 levels away. It's not too bad. But this one will be done before I get there. But I definitely think this is my favorite way of leveling magic. It's by doing slayer tasks with mobs that are effectively killed with magic. It just feels good to have a good way of approach with a solid damage typing and get experience towards something while you're officially doing slayer tasks. So I quite enjoy this. Grimy Candentine. I think that's new. No, it's not. Wait, hold on. I've had the giant and soul giant head before. Can I clean this? No, 65 herb law. Okay. How do you like Walkscape? So I mean, so far I haven't really engaged too much with its systems. I think it's quite fun. You can definitely see that the UI. Oh, Rick Turpentine, what are you doing here? All right, Uncut Sapphire, thank you very much. Like, you can clearly see that the UI and stuff is like, you know, it's still early access, but it's fine. Like, it's not too big a deal. I like the idea of leveling walking. I think it's really fun. I do think, like, I've always disliked apps in general. Like, I don't like playing things on my phone. I don't like navigating menus on my phone. I don't like clicking things on my phone. I prefer doing things on my PC. I guess I could probably like do a lot of the input on my PC, right? As long as I swap in there, like before I like just overcap all the steps and stuff. But I think in essence it's a really fun idea. Like the fact that travel takes some steps, and then like skilling takes steps. You can craft and it takes steps. Like it's just like steps are your currency for everything. Like you're just playing a game, but you're gated by steps. And I think, like, if anything, it helps people be healthier. I think that's a very important thing, especially with the sedentary lifestyle that most RuneScape players probably face. So it's good. Plus, you know, it does make me have a secondary goal to walking my dog. So, you know, I'm the kind of person, like, I quite enjoy walking overall, but I'm definitely not scared to admit that when the weather gets terrible, you know, when it's freezing outside or raining outside or like way too hot outside, like anything that's just out of like, hey, this is great weather, I'm not the kind of person who's gonna, you know, spend hours walking in that weather. So the fact that I now both have a dog that I have to, like, you know, it's kind of like force me to go outside because, you know, he's not gonna walk himself. And also I'm getting rewarded because of Walkscape for going outside. Like I have two factors like kind of pushing me outside. And I think on days where I wouldn't otherwise want to walk, it's great. Like the game itself, I'll have to kind of see how I like it, but just like the idea behind the game, I think is great. So you accepted my friendship, which yes, I did. I'm also in the Discord. My favorite channel is Walking Around the World, where people post pics where they walk IRL. Oh, that's cool. The creator of the game wasn't pleased with the existing fitness games, so fine, I'll do it myself. Yeah. I mean, I think the problem with those kind of games often comes in, and I don't know how that's done in this game because I haven't looked deep enough. Is what quite often. what often seems to happen, sorry, I heard some weird noises. What often seems to happen is that like the games will need some form of monetization to be good, and then they'll become pay to win, and they'll remove the entire fitness aspect from it, because why would I walk if I could spend like 10 euros and like have like 100k walks or steps or something? Like you can't have incentives outside of walking if you want to have walking be the primary thing. Oh, my full square shield. So let me try, because I haven't really done it yet. Let me try high level alchemy on the uncut sapphire and on the mithril square shield and the ensoul giant head. It's very, like, it's nice because I'm chipping away at extra experience. It's not a lot, but I mean, to be fair, I just made 1k, and it keeps the inventory clutter free, so that's something I really enjoy. I've sometimes used my phone app on PC to mirror a phone to screen on PC. Yeah, that's really nice. I've done it as well in some cases. But still, like, I've never been an enjoyer of phone gaming or anything phone related when it like relates to gaming. I don't know. Wasted experience. Could have cut this. Oh yeah, I could have cut the sapphire. You're right. You know, I'm a terrible RuneScape player. I should have known. I could have been more efficient with that. But yeah, I quite enjoy these mobs as a grind. It's not the fastest, but it's not particularly difficult. It's a little bit engaging. Not something I would want to do for hours on end, but it's great stream content, I feel, because it's low enough effort where I can talk, but it's low enough effort where, you know, it doesn't require my full focus. It just requires my my hand to be active, but not my brain really. Wait, this one attacked me. Whoa. Okay, let me actually eat a swordfish real quick. Let's just eat 2, just in case. The sapphire was only 15 GP, yeah, but the inventory slot is worth so much. I mean, to be fair, when it's already empty, like when there's already empty spots around it, it doesn't serve a purpose, but I just wanted to see what was going on, okay? But I can see it being really useful for like super long slayer tasks where you want to keep the... sometimes the rune costs more than the elk. Yeah, I mean, that definitely makes sense. In this case, it wasn't really about making money, it was more about trying to see how it works, but yeah, I'll definitely do that a bit more. Let me take some fire runes. At that point, dropping is cheaper. Yeah, but experience though. I mean, to be fair, 1 hit is often more than the 65 I get from that, so yeah, that argument doesn't really hold up anymore, does it? Alright guys, 7 more minutes. I'll swap to the stream soon. And we can check it out. Looking forward to seeing what's going on. Okay, here we... Like, this for example, like, this kind of content is not something I would want to play on phone. I don't know about you guys, but like, it's not high APM, but there's like this slightly too much click accuracy going on where I don't like doing it on my phone. Like like the only thing I like doing on my phone is stuff like model load mining, where like misclicks don't do anything, where all of those like click a tile on occasion. Not that this is like high APM or like high accuracy, because it's nothing compared to horror content, but on phone it just doesn't feel good to me. Let me take all the money. There we go. Get some money. I really feel like in this game overall, picking up money is not worth the time investment, because I feel like just the time you spend walking over to grabbing the money, often it feels like, you know, you could be making more money elsewhere. Like, it's just, it feels like the amounts are quite low. I hate phone gaming too, it feels very clunky, yeah. Like, I only do it when I have a task I want to do, and I'm gonna be able to do it in like less than like a few minutes, and I just want to get it done. I don't want to like start the PC for it. Like, you know, I did but like, for example, I was watching a series with my girlfriend earlier tonight, and I was like, you know what, you know, she's gonna grab a drink and stuff. Oh, let me quickly do my birdhouses. Like, that's the kind of thing I do on phone. Everything else, I can't stand, really. On my phone, I play Walkscape, an idle game, and not Melvor, and maybe hop on OSRS to give group mates something. Yeah, I mean, idle games, I guess, work. I don't know, I just have always kind of... I guess, in a part, I'm a bit against mobile gaming, because I feel like mobile gaming's monetization schemes and mobile gaming's, like, cross-play desire has seeped into so many other games and ruined them. Like, whenever I see a new MMO launch and I'm like, oh, this looks great, and then they say it's crossplay with mobile, and I'm just like, yeah, you've just completely lost me there. Like, just those like few words have just completely ruined any enthusiasm I had for the game. I've also played Bullet Hell Monday Finale, unlocked everything by grind and supported the creator. Grab a drink, free refill from McDonald's. I love how like this meme has started to exist where like I just like live in McDonald's or something. I have McDonald's like twice a year maybe. But it's great. Oh, someone just got a new a shoulder parrot. Miss the good old games without microtransactions. Yeah, and like I'm like, if a game has some microtransactions and they don't impact the game in a big way, I'm like, okay, like, preferably I wouldn't have them there, but sure. I definitely do believe that nowadays, now that I have some form of income, pay to play or like sub fee is just the best way to go. Like, if you can have a sub fee with no cash shop, because I want everyone to be on an even footing. Like, you know, I want to feel like I can start a game, and the only way I can get my rewards is by playing the game. I can't pay to skip something because I want to like see someone walk in town with this big epic sword and know that this guy has done like this ridiculously hard thing to get this sword, and not just like whipped out the credit card. And it's, yeah. It's not that you live there, it's that she lives there too. Yeah, true. So I guess she lives there, right? Just like, I'm doing some quick triangle scouting. I think the triangle is not here today. Ooh, okay, guys. How much are those blood runes worth? Not enough for me to risk my life. That describes Iron Man. Oh yeah, that definitely describes Iron Man. And I would have gone Iron Man. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that the grinds are longer than I have feasible time to commit to while doing a series like this, I would have 100% gone Iron Man. Like, if I was playing on my own, no series, no editing, nothing, I'd go Iron Man. For sure. It's just that, you know, I also have to edit all the footage, and I have to, you know, spend a fair amount of time on all those kind of things, and that would take too much time for a hobby. So Bronzeman is the perfect middle ground, but yeah, I think Iron Man is honestly peak gaming. Risk Life, you have Prayer though. Oh, you're right. Hold on. Stats. Can I see what they use? Is it just physical? Like, guys, how do you see what type of damage something does? Like, sometimes it says like max hit ranged, max hit physical and stuff. Oh, it's 2 minutes for the stream. Hold on. I guess I'll wrap up this kill and then we'll swap. I'm assuming it's physical, right? Unless I like magic attack. So protect from melee. Here we go. We sprint in. Oh, did the aggression timer just not get me hit at all? Alright. Oh, look at this. Highwayman mask, black plate skirt. This guy's going hard. Understandable. I played before Iron Man existed. Kind of regret not starting an Iron. Oh yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, I think I've said it before in a video, but if I ever restart this game for whatever reason, I'm going Iron Man for sure. It's a very good way to play. Anyway, I think I should swap scene to the watch party. And I will have to swap some audio around, by the way, which I'll do in just a moment. Actually, desktop audio can work now. There's nothing else playing. Hold on, you guys will hear a lot of stuff right now. Let me shut RuneScape down. Here we go. I'll get it up on the screen in just a moment. Wait, why is it not showing? There we go. Wait, something is a bit off with... Wait, I had it set up perfectly. For some reason, it just... What? Is it because there's like a weird chat thing next to it? Why is the chat thing not gone? Let me quickly refresh. Hold on. I just want to shut down the chat so that my... Wait, what is this? Ask vidIQ. Go away. They're ruining... We'll fix it in a bit.
First announcement of the day. Hashtag Sarah on my chest. Congratulations to Team Sarah Domin who managed to win in Dead Man Factions. I hope everyone that was watching at home really enjoyed that.
Let's enjoy, guys.
Quick shout out to some of the standouts in the team, which I'm going to go off front based on the graphics, so I've missed you out here, I'm really sorry, but we had Settled, Soup, Frame, Tierzu, Austin, Zizaran, Mr. Mammal, Foe.
Alright, so this is just still about...
Congratulations to winning that. What an epic event.
Wait, can't hear?
So much fun. And who'd have thought that you could somehow organise 160 creators
to
be
in
one place at the same time?
Hold on, let me know if it's loud enough now.
Yeah, I have.
It's a tough job.
It's not the easiest of things to get through. So, yeah. Anyway, that aside, as if that wasn't enough excitement for the day, we are so excited to be able to showcase what we've got on offer for the rest of this year and beyond in old
Better now. Okay, great. Also, welcome.
We're going to be switching things up a little bit.
If it still doesn't work too well, let me know. I can turn it around a little bit.
It's going to be down to you to let us know at the end of the stream today when the poll goes open for you to vote on all the content. We're also going to be asking for your opinions on how the show has been, as well as what you're most excited.
They're asking for opinions, guys. I'm ready.
We're going to go through
my expert opinion is coming through.
To back. So if you've got issues with attention span, don't worry, because you won't have to worry about any breaks. After that, we're going straight into the Q&As with the developers.
Well, you guys have attention spans?
On the couch, or on the bench, I should say, and they'll be there to answer all the questions for the content that's been on offer for today.
This already feels more professional than most developer streams I watch.
So, if you want to be in a chance to win some really awesome merch, some brand new things that have never been on offer before, then make sure you stay tuned.
I love their background.
Make sure you stick around.
It's great.
Listen out for when we announce those giveaways and the commands that we give, so that you can be in with a chance to win them.
It's really cool stuff, genuinely.
It really
We're
is.
Subway Server Family
let's just
Guy.
get through some announcements really quickly first. And first up, exclamation mark.
I should have put like on the desk, right?
Like RuneScape's 25th anniversary,
like,
and well, we're
don't
ready
worry,
to
the desk is actually here.
So check out the full lineup of things that are all RS25.
Don't know how much spoiler will be there for you. I mean,
cool merch stuff! Exclamation mark.
Maybe a bit.
I full PC.
I don't mind like some minor spoilers, so I think we'll probably be fine.
Check out our new range of Starforge tech here.
You ever consider getting a job on one of those like infomercial channels? You have a really
what about
good
those shopping channels?
Yeah,
you know, the ones where you gotta like
QVC.
the price is going down. You gotta get the purchase now.
Call now. This is the best discount that you're gonna get all night. Anyway.
Alright, guys, discounts. Hold on, we're buying.
Celebrate 25 years of
future
RuneScape
stuff.
Music with a 5-disc collector's
Oh, that's
kind of
cool.
Records available to pre-order with exclamation.
So is that all the music in the game?
So cool on those. An exclamation mark.
I would love
to your very own Lumbridge Castle in
that's
miniature
cool.
form, thanks to you twos.
I mean, not my kind of thing, but that's really cool. See, I would love to collect things from games, guys, but they're so expensive.
You will.
I love collecting things like that. I have like collector's editions of games.
So giveaways, we mentioned them just a moment ago. Exclamation mark.
Like I have. Hold on.
In order to enter all of today's
let's just
giveaways,
give away anyway.
Official old school RuneScape Discord server. In that server is a channel called Giveaways, and there is a bot that has posted a message that you need to react to. It is as simple as that. When you see the message come up, react to it, then you're going to be in with a chance to win. But you have to be in the server. You have to.
Let me show you some cool stuff as we're looking at their things. So I've got the Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition Collector's Edition.
The exact castle that Mod Kieran was
sorry,
just
Premium
about.
Edition,
it is
which
the Lumbridge Castle
I'll put on the desk like so.
You just have to build it.
There it is.
But if you are into that kind of stuff,
and then we got the
there's so much
the Guild Wars Nightfall
over 3,000
Collector's Edition.
Oh, there it is over 3,700 miniature bricks. And I've actually got some stats here. It is apparently
Collector's Edition.
About 16 inches
I love that kind of
wide
stuff,
and
but it's so
10 inches
expensive.
wide, so it's a pretty big piece of castle.
It looks so good on like a nerd shell.
Yeah.
Anything like that. You will need 99 construction.
No, you won't.
But yeah,
I definitely wanna
if I
pop
move
one of
into
those
a new
tests out
building or into a new house at some point, I would love to have, you know,
if
like
you're not
stuff behind me, like
necessarily feeling the
cabinets with
best
like
of luck,
lights and like
it is
collectibles and
available
stuff. That's really
pre-order
cool.
now. You can use exclamation
I would
mark
love to have
castle
something
heading to
RuneScape related
YouTube's
in there too.
website and get your order in. It will be
Guys,
available
are you getting the castle?
time only. But obviously, we are starting that giveaway, exclamation mark giveaway, in the Twitch chat for a link. And as Aiz has just explained, to the giveaways channel in the Discord.
All right.
Right.
Well,
Here
let's
we
get
go.
straight into it with our first roadmap reveal of the evening.
Here we
It's gonna
go.
Be the Blood Moon Rises.
So, Blood Moon Rises, is this the vampire stuff?
So, why am I here?
Well, we kind of want to do a funny travel-style infomercial for Imperium, and we want you, Rice, to do the voice.
You're right, I need more mugs. Actually,
Just so you know, I think this is a shit idea, and there's no way I'm gonna.
Are you tired of vacationing without the fear of imminent death? Well, cast away your
I do have a
strength
Pikachu mug.
and open
Wait, is
yourself
is
up
chroma
to
keying
the
it out?
overwhelming
Looks really cool this way.
horrors of Vampirium.
Last
It's
year,
terrible to drink
we
from. It's
announced
like got like this
finale to
curved.
the vampire storyline, The Blood Moon Rises.
Ooh, I'm not sure if
In
I
this
want to see this though, like,
Grandmaster
because I want to
quest,
play the
you'll face
entire
off
thing.
against Lawernial Drakan himself in our hardest quest PVM encounter yet. Now at Runefest, I said,
I don't intend to spoil the events of this quest.
if that's still mostly true.
Okay,
However,
okay, good,
I think
good.
it's time to reveal a little bit more about the area you'll be visiting during the quest.
Okay,
The
that's fine.
vampire's ancestral home, Vampirium.
Everything
New
in
zone?
Vampirium is out to get you. Once you step inside, you instantly feel unsafe.
The landscape is stained crimson from the rivers to the trees.
Do we get
Every
some-
inch of the biome is built to
Ooh.
extract. It's parasitic and bloodthirsty.
Vampirium.
The plants
Right.
are spiky, carnivorous, and aggressive, like if Karamja and the Stranglewood has some sort of up baby.
You'll see high-level creatures roaming, and even if they choose not to become aggressive, it's going to put you on edge. It's an entire ecosystem like nothing you've ever seen before in old school RuneScape, ruled by a blood-based hierarchy.
But that's not all!
What is this?
Vampirium is full of
What is
bloodthirsty
this?
creatures who won't hesitate to suck you dry. Including our new cuddly resident, the Maggot King!
Can you please list off all of the horrifying creatures
What
that
am I
are
watching?
coming with
I love it.
Imperium?
We have Venators,
Snakes,
softer leeches,
Nilochus,
snails,
koala bears.
I'm sorry, koala bears?
Well, koala bear adjacent.
this pathetic purple guy,
Dire bats,
and of course, maggots.
I love how they're
So
trying to make it
many.
somewhat funny. It's great.
Maggots are one of the many horrors found in Vampirium. These parasitic creatures lay their eggs upon corpses, only to then be eaten by one of Vampirium's many predators. The eggs then hatch within the predator, and the maggot begins to grow. These maggots will then use the
I love
body
how
of their
disturbing that
former host
sounds.
as a puppet, with them now becoming the predator. At this stage, these maggots are known as progenitors, but the vampires also gave them another name, the Maggot Kings. Maggot Kings
Guys, I'm so
are one of
immersed
Vampirium's
already.
deadliest creatures, and you'll be able to take on one of these horrors in a new, repeatable, post-quest boss encounter. If you're more of a skiller than a killer, we've also got some new activities coming in Vampirium. First, we have the Bloodwood trees. These medium-sized trees are native to Vampirium.
Okay, new
Reddish-brown
woodcutting
bark
methods,
and
cool.
Blood-red leaves. Their sap is also blood-red, giving them their name. Next, we have the Stimfikes. These are predatory birds found on Vampirium. They primarily hunt Letvek, impaling their prey on sharp branches before drinking their blood.
All right, more
Finally,
hunter.
we have the Leechfins. These are lamprey-like fish living in Vampirium's rivers, using sucker-like mouths.
Do I wanna
they
fish these
latch onto
guys?
other fish to feed on
Do I
blood
want to fish
and
these?
fluids.
My god, they look...
But it wouldn't be a great holiday
We're back
without
with this
some
stuff.
souvenirs to take home to the mom. Whether it's a flail for that blood shard obsessed cousin of yours, a swanky new necklace for your sister, or a big crimson bludgeon.
Like, I don't
for
want to
your
talk over this
sweet
too much
old
because it's just
grandma.
hilarious.
Those pesky solicitors won't be bothering her anytime soon.
Let's talk rewards. Beating the quest itself will give you access to the next flail upgrade. This is a new best-in-slot weapon against vampires. You'll also gain access to another new untradeable reward, a mid to late game special attack weapon that, unsurprisingly, is also very effective against the Bitey Brigade. But the real rewards can only be earned as loot from repeatedly smooshing the Maggot King. First, we have the Seeker arrows, which are modified arrows that can be fitted with any arrowhead to increase the equivalent arrow stats. Next, we have the Necklace of Pursuit, which is the new best-in-slot ranged necklace. The creation process will be similar to the Amulet of Rancor, with some improvements made to make it more easily tradable. Finally, we have a new melee weapon, the Crimson Bludgeon. The Crimson Bludgeon is a new competitive crush DPS spec weapon.
I mean, that
Its
looks
special
really
attack
cool.
Costs 50% energy, dealing between 70 to 110% of your max hit while making 4 accuracy rolls. This is one of our most anticipated and
Wait,
ambitious
4
quests to
rolls?
date,
Does that mean like it's gonna
finally
take the
closing
highest
book
roll
on
out of the
Mayaki
4?
storyline that has spanned
That sounds
Old School's
insane.
history for
With a
more
floor
than
of 70%.
20 years. Keep an eye on our official channels for more updates soon. But for now, get ready, for when the blood moon rises, only one can stand in its light.
Come and visit Vampirium today! Call now and get an extra 50 maggots.
And guys, now I have something else to look forward to when I'm gonna start the vampire storyline. I really want to play that. I'm actually quite close to being able to do most of the quests, but that final quest since the father, well, currently final quest, is still quite far away.
Sorry, I got way too.
Maybe I should start it soon.
Yeah.
I want to get immersed in the vampire lore.
Blood.
Oh no, he's dead.
Oh shit.
Alright, what's coming up for summer? Guys, I've been here for like almost a year already in RuneScape. It's ridiculous. I think I started like March or April or something.
Time.
I think we might have given the video team a little bit too much creative freedom with that one.
No, that was hilarious.
Shall we talk about
Give them more
the
freedom.
Rises and forget
Yes,
what we just saw?
we shall, because it's very, very exciting stuff. Lord Drakan is stirring, and Mauritania trembles as he has his sights set on one thing. Restoring the vampires.
There's plenty of stuff in the mid-game quest currently, well suited for your account. Yet there's way too much. I don't have enough time. There's too much to do.
The epic conclusion to the
It's great though. I'm loving it. Always something to do.
Grandmaster quest yet. We're going to be chatting to some of the devs later in the show.
Like, I love the idea that I'm listening to stuff that they're going to be releasing, and I'm going to be playing it like 2 years from now or something. But it's going to be great.
To vote on the quest rewards. A new post-quest high-level boss called the Maggot King, a brand new Slayer creature, and some new skilling activities to get stuck into once you've completed the quest.
And that poll will be opening straight after today's stream, so make sure that you get your votes in when it goes live.
I'm sure the biggest question on most people's lips is, when can we expect to see the content?
Yes.
I thought you were just going to stick with the script. I had a great response ready for that. Never mind. Well, we did previously share that it would be an early 2026 release. But
well, I guess June.
We're just going to be completely transparent. We wanted to make sure that we were getting it right and taking our time for such an epic close to the Mighty
June
Saga.
10th.
So you'll be able to venture into Vampirium from summer this year.
And just before we move on, exclamation mark Blood Moon in the chat will take you to a blog giving you much more information about the content. But from one brutal environment to another, let's take a look at the next reveal.
Ooh, what's coming up next?
Deadman All-Stars is back for Season 3.
I feel like I care less about this, but it just, I don't know. PvP is...
Solar Mission, the founder of Deadman All-Stars, and I'm here to tell you about all the huge changes coming
This
to
PvP,
Season
right,
3.
I think?
If you don't know, Deadman All-Stars is the biggest content creator event in Old School. 6 teams of 5 have
Oh, it's not. Wait, hold on. This is...
from scratch on a private Deadman world, and then fight to the death in the finale. This competition has led to some of the most iconic RuneScape moments, and I'm working with Jagex to take this season to the next level. Deadman All-Stars Season 3 will be the first overseas RuneScape event in history, with the finale taking place live in Chicago. All of our competitors
there you go.
will be
It's
playing
live.
in the finale on stage at the Rosemont Theatre, and there'll be 3,000 tickets available, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled.
Like, that's probably really hype if you're into the like pro scene of RuneScape PvP.
Of course, I have
I'm not yet, at least, but I love pro
We've
scenes.
got faces old and new in
I mean,
here, a
for
big
some of you
shake
guys,
up
like
for
you may
teams
have
as
seen me
well,
post a
or
stream, like
new
I
captains.
often,
Returning,
or like I
we
have
have the
spent quite some time
Warriors
casting
and
League of
the
Legends,
Dino
and I
Nuggets.
watch
And our
it like
new
every
team
single
are the
week.
West Ham
So like I'm
Weasels,
very much
the
into
Perp
competitive
Rebels,
gaming, but
Frames Friends, and the
PvP in this
Reese
game is
Rhinos.
weird.
So the teams will look completely different in Season 3, and so will the draft, as some of our old captains will no doubt
But it does
become
sound very
first-round
interesting, though.
picks. Now let's get into some changes. The core fundamentals of Deadman All-Stars will remain the same, but in Season 3 there will be some structural differences. The first being that we plan on implementing 6 hours of daily downtime. This will occur in the globally quietest periods of the day in which the All-Stars world will be locked and our competitors will be forced to take a break. We don't want anyone passing out midstream. We'll also be adding a midweek break to the All-Stars schedule on the 11th
I kind of want to see what it's about, because All-Stars, like, it sounds like so much more than a PvP tournament, but maybe I just don't know the...
Again in the second half of the week. Now,
I don't know the
from
details of
Season
it.
1 to Season 2, the overwhelming feedback was people wanted to see more PvP, and that's why additional kill incentives were added in Season 2. As a result, we went from seeing 59 kills in Season 1 to 110 kills in Season 2. However, even though that was
Hey, I was just there
during the week, it led to a perceived certainty in the outcome of the finale, which has to change.
The draft pick teams of content creators. Alright, who's gonna select me?
Kills are treated equally. Kills in single
I'll carry them, no
combat will
problem.
reward more
I
blood
gotcha.
money than kills in multi-combat. Kills on earlier days will reward less blood money than kills on later days. And the impact of deaths will be greatly reduced across the board, meaning that nobody will be turning up to the finale with anything less than the base supplies. Teams will be able to spend this blood money on upgrades to be used exclusively in the finale. But don't worry, the incentives will cap out far below what was possible in Season 2. Speaking of the finale, not much is changing here. Each team will line up in reverse draft
Maybe
order
next
and then
season.
fight to the death. But we are
Basically,
bringing
fresh
it back to
accounts with
basics.
accelerated
Use of
XP on
sigils
PvP
will be
worlds,
banned in
PvM is still really
Season 3
important.
finale.
Oh, okay.
We do want to keep players
Wait, so
on their toes, though, and no match
is it about
ever
like
feel
building
like it's
your
over
account
until
up
the last
through the
player
like
dies,
2
which
weeks,
is
I think
why
they
a
said,
limited use
and then
phase
having
is
like a big
needed.
PvP
Purchasing
face off at the end or
blood money in
something, but you can like
finale
PvP each other in the
no matter
meantime to like
how far
ruin their
behind the team
progression.
is, there's always a
It's like two
chance
teams
of
like
a
trying to like
skillful
race,
KO
build up
to
their
win it.
accounts in order to become as strong as possible. Because that sounds interesting.
Continue to be a more cutthroat version of Deadman.
I might actually watch that if that's the case. Precisely. Okay, that sounds really cool actually.
Combat breaches are the most exciting
I'll probably
part
tune
of
into that a
today
little bit.
and will of course return as they were in Season 2. But in addition to breaches, I have a little extra spice for you. Missions. Yeah. I
6
thought the
teams.
name
Okay,
was
cool.
2 times a day.
What is my
a new
green screen
mission
doing, by the way?
will
Look at all
be
this
in the
flickering.
game. This will put teams
Something with the
against each
colours, I
other in
guess.
a race to be the first to complete a task. For example, let's say the mission is to be the first team to defeat all 3 wilderness bosses, and the reward is a corrupted Void Waker. Competitors won't
Cool
know
weapon.
what the mission is until it's posted. Will they scramble to get gear and try and complete the mission, or will they forget the mission altogether and just go and fight over the
I love
boss?
how
This is a great way to stimulate
Jagex
fighting
in their own
areas of the game
stream
that aren't
has a
typically
content
part of the
creator
All-Stars
talking about a
meta, and
project with other
also
content
with
creators,
opportunities for
where
PMs
Jagex
to
is,
shine,
I guess,
some
no
of the
more than
missions
just
will
like
have
a
higher skill ceilings than
technical
others. So this
assistant,
means
where the
that
content
we
creators are
will
doing
no
everything
doubt
for
see even
the
more
the
action.
actual
And what better
production.
way to keep up with it
It's really
than through
cool
our
that,
new
you know,
respect
content creators in this scene have so
Yes,
much
maybe you've
input,
noticed I'm not
and where they're not
completing
just
this
reacting to
season,
things and not
that's
just like
because I'm joining
doing
you
things with what the
guys
devs
in
say.
the audience
They
through
actually
the front row
choose
seat.
what's
I'll
happening
be
in
hosting a new
collaboration with the
stream
devs, which I
using
think is really cool.
spectator tools, which allow me to jump all over the map, and it will be a great way to follow all of the action during the week. We'll be doing detailed
They
breakdowns.
do that a lot,
before
very in tune with the
breaches,
creators.
keeping
Yeah, I
up
think
to
that's
date with the
really,
latest
I think that's
stats
one of the
and
reasons why
analysis
the scene is so booming.
Of course, there'll be
They give them a
plenty more
world, but I
gameplay
think it's
changes
solo
to
mission for the
keep
rest.
in season
Yeah,
3
it's really
anyway.
impressive.
But I'm going to hold off on
Like,
designing too many of them until we see how Deadman
it's
Annihilation
just,
plays out.
I feel like,
hope this whets your appetite for Deadman
from what
All-Stars
I've understood,
Season 3. The important dates for your diary, the
Jagex-
competition week will be on the
oh,
6th of June.
6th of June,
15th
okay.
of June, and
We'll
the
look into it.
finale live in
But,
Chicago on the 20th of
yeah,
June.
I think they just understand their play base way better than any other MMO developer. Which in turn, like, it seems like they just don't have monetary incentives, but in turn they're getting the subscriptions. So it's beautiful.
In Chicago for a live
Sometimes they do videos on new content with content creators explaining what's new or coming. Yeah, I saw that with sailing, I think, right? Some like content creator did a sailing video, I think.
More excited for it to be happening. You'll get to experience all
It's
your
really
favorite
cool.
Deadman finale moments live on stage, as well as the chance to meet some of your favorite creators and some JMods in real life. Plus, we're going to have some exclusive Deadman related merch that will be available.
Day of the Felidor Massacre. I feel like I've read about that at some point. Someone told me about that.
It is sick.
It looks so cool. Like, I need to get my helmet in hands. I really hope I can get some. But we're going to have over 4,000 tickets available too, which is huge. And that's bigger than last RuneFest.
Yep.
So like actually crazy numbers. It's going to be so good to have this happening. Tickets will be releasing next month with a 24-hour pre-sale for active players on February 20th. And there'll be a general release the day after, February 21st. So keep your eye on the launcher and your email for the pre-sale codes closer to the time.
Now, for those of you that are listening and you just heard active players, you might be panicking if you're not playing right now. Let me just quickly explain, because it is genuinely really simple. Mod Kieran made some good points towards the end there about a launcher and an email. Our interpretation here of active players, all that you genuinely need
are
to be
these
able to do
two
is
like
load
really
the
big
launcher
devs in
on
the
your
scene?
PC. As long as it opens
Because I know
up,
the
you should
like
be
the
able to see
mods are
code
like
on the 20th
really
of Feb when the day comes
big
around.
as
Or,
individual
as long as you're opted into
like
email
parts
communications
of the
in your
content
account
scene,
settings
right?
page,
They're not just
you'll get
like
an email that will have the
Jagex,
code
like,
in
you know,
as well.
every mod
That is
seems
it.
to be
That
really
simple. We just wanted to make sure
well
those of
known
you
as a
who are active, who
standalone
are
mod,
around, that are
at
following
least
the scene,
some
have a
of
chance to
them.
be able to buy
So I'm assuming
tickets
these
before it
two
goes
are
out to the
some of the
general public.
popular ones.
Yeah, that finale as well, if you can't make it, will be live streamed on our Twitch channel as well. So don't worry, you'll still be able to catch all of the action.
It's going to be so cool to be in Chicago and having a big event over there. It's going to be so cool. But
Ayexa on the left, I think, is senior customer manager. Okay.
Yeah, that's right, because we have Deadman Annihilation, which is
Azia.
launching in just
Okay.
5 days' time on January the 30th. If you haven't already seen it, !DMM for the blog that details all of the changes that are coming with Deadman Annihilation. And
Have they mentioned anything about Gridmaster making a... Actually, wait, hold on.
Help you just digest it all.
Isn't there like a seasonal thing coming up again? Like,
quite a long read, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff that goes
like
on with Deadman,
Gridmaster-esque
but
kind
I
of stuff,
would
but...
genuinely suggest that you go take a look. This Deadman is
So I'd be really
by
curious in
far
checking that out.
the absolute best one for you to get stuck into if you've never experienced
Like,
it
Gridmaster
before,
really
or if you have in the past,
made me feel like I would
didn't
very
really
much
enjoy
enjoy
that
those
much,
kind of
felt
things.
it
League
was a bit
6,
too
yes.
punishing, maybe full PvP isn't just like your thing. This really is a good opportunity to jump in and give it a go. It's way more friendly.
Let's see if
and
they mention
approachable
anything
than it
about
has
that,
been
because
before.
that sounds very
So many
interesting to me.
great
Like,
changes
I don't know,
that should help
Gridmaster
you
just kind of
make
like
it
really
a lot
filled me
better,
with
and some of the rewards
enthusiasm for
are
those kind of
also
game modes. I think
really damn
it's
fantastic.
honestly
And we've
way
also
better than I
spiced up the
expected.
finale format this year by splitting players
Deadman
randomly
Annihilation on the
into
30th. Yeah, I don't know
factions
how
for a
much
portion.
I care about
excited
the
to
Deadman stuff,
see
because
what
that's
that does for the
PvP, right? And I
results.
just,
We've
I don't
also
know, I
plenty
don't
of
feel
sick
the...
cosmetic rewards on offer too.
So far, at least, I don't feel the inclination to go for PvP yet, but like I very much enjoy PvP in games, but I don't know, RuneScape just doesn't feel PvP to me, but that's maybe because I'm just not
in a little bit more time,
good at the combat
and we're
system
gonna go
at
through
all
everything
yet,
that
like
we can.
at
But
all.
before that, we have even more to
Leagues and
show
Deadman
you,
are two
and
seasonal
I can't
modes.
wait
Yeah,
for
looking
this
forward to
next one, so
Leagues,
let's just get on
I
with
think.
it.
Let's see, what's coming up next? This makes me feel RuneScape 3. Like, just like the graphics feel different. Ooh.
It always begins the same. The sage calls, and the mortals dance.
Wait, is this zone locked stuff? Like, because he locks on the map.
Her trials amuse those who watch from above.
I love the voice.
Ask what lies beneath.
Yeah, guys, I have no idea what I'm watching, but I'm hyped. Most leagues have been zone locked. Oh, cool.
I have watched their endless
I thought they'd be very much like Gridmaster, but I guess I'm wrong in that sense.
souls are mine. This league is mine.
Oh, so this is League 6. Ooh, League 666. So it's gonna be like, you know, demon, devil focus. Ooh, coming April. Was that known or is this new? Demonic Pacts. But then, in what zone is it gonna be? Was it in the desert? They zoomed in on the desert, right?
Terrifying.
Slightly menacing. But we're not slowing down. We're adding a league to the 2026 lineup.
Ah, Mordaiza and
Tell me more.
Kieran. My favorite mortal heralds.
Oh.
Is that Yama?
That is Yama.
Is that Yama, the boss?
I'm already sweating enough as it is. So
cool.
Yeah, I think it was.
I've heard the
meant to be
name, but
Yama.
nothing else.
But folks, it's right. League 6 is literally just around the corner, coming out in April, and Yama wants to bargain. This league is all about things dark and demonic as you enter into some dangerous deals with the Master of Packs himself.
As with every
I love
league,
the
we'll
setting.
be keeping hold of features you've seen before, such as boss variants and combat masteries. Though on that particular feature, the team have cooked up something a bit different, which we'll share more on in the future. What I can say is we'll be giving you more powerful choices to customize your league experience. Plus, we're spicing up with all new challenges, upgrades, and rewards.
Maud Kieran, your mortal chat grows restless. I suggest you calm them before I am forced to intervene.
This is quite cool.
Yeah, behave yourselves.
This is like on the line of cringe, but like they're just walking it perfectly where it's not cringe yet.
Now look, you're going to be able to
It's
have your say
great.
on some truly demonic cosmetic rewards with the usual roster of a new home teleport, new outfits, and a home banner, along with some new additions like Yama's throne for your player-owned house and an ornament kit.
Wait, he once dressed up as Yama. Right, I gotta see that. Feel free to share a picture in the Discord.
End of the stream.
Honestly, as ever, buzzing for a league, so exciting. Can't wait to talk about it a little bit later with some of the mods as well. So bring on April.
Heck
Maud Kieran, your smile betrays you. You know April will break them.
What's April going to store? It's leaks. It's leaks. My smile's as honest as it gets, alright?
Yeah, whatever. I see through it as well. Exclamation mark League 6 in the chat for the blog for all the extra info.
I wonder how much of this is scripted and how much of this is like semi-scripted, where like, you know, the core thread of the conversation is scripted, but some stuff is
we haven't even filled in the rest
like
of our
kind
roadmap
of
yet. But it's
improvised.
also a big year for RuneScape as a whole because it's our 25th anniversary.
25 whole years of RuneScape. How mad is that?
It's kind of hard to comprehend.
I know.
Like, you know, think about the first time you ever played, how long ago that is now. Like, it's
when I first played, it was like 8 or something, 8, 10.
It's getting very close to nearly 25 years for me. That's how old I am. Yeah, believe it or not. But you know, it's also crazy to think that the game itself is older than some people that are playing it.
Yeah.
That hurts, guys. Do you feel old now?
That's 25 years of quests, new bosses, in-person events.
I'm so
Twitch
bright today, by the way.
epic wins,
The lights are
and
just...
devastating deaths. So what we did was we asked some of your favorite creators for their top moments over the years, and our amazing
curious to
videos,
see.
with a little bit less creative freedom this time, put together something to share.
All right. This is going to be great as a...
My name is Skidler. Let me do that again.
I'm older in the game, but barely.
I'm Odablock. My name is OSRS. I'm Solar Mission.
Wait, so how old are you guys?
With a 1.
I'm about to turn 31.
My name is Skill Specs. My favorite community moment.
So like I'm slowly getting old, but I'm like on the edge of old now. I feel.
Ever.
Give me another 2 years because I'm 30 and I'm
getting out of debt in the duel arena. I was in 258
and
build debt. I mean, brother. Yeah, I was degenerate a little bit. Just a little. How
Dave.
big the community made the 73 meme. Favorite memory ever playing this
Yok
game
now?
is killing Odablock in demo.
You lost me there. Maybe that's just me.
Okay. Greatest feeling ever. I remember the Bounty Hunter Craters.
Bounty Hunter Crater.
PKing a rune halberd.
PKing a dark bow and mystic set.
I have no idea what they're referencing, but it's probably very cool.
Money for back in the day.
First day I released
Born in 98. Alright, 95 here.
Games recently that's been going on. My mum loves watching that with me. Mama Specs has been enjoying watching the Gillenor games.
Getting a twisted bow on my Iron Man.
When I found out what Alt F4 did. Finishing all pets the first time, never felt euphoria like that.
My mum gifted us for our birthday. I think my brother got an Abyssal Whip, and I got a full set of White Mystic. Yeah, my mum played RuneScape. Yeah, she's
Wait, that's really cool.
Flared trousers.
When they did the Well of Goodwill. The RuneScape community has always been so generous. That is such a cheesy answer. So I was gonna watch this and go, this guy's a tosser online.
A wholesome memory for me would probably be winning a video competition.
This like really short guy, he's like probably like up to here on me.
Giving me a Santa hat for winning. His name was Framed. You've heard of that guy before. Very weird guy.
Yeah.
But he gave me a Santa hat, so it's fine.
That's how I met one of my best friends on the game, Jimmy.
I guess people that come to the events that either I participate in or host. Because just seeing everybody gather together willing to watch RuneScape is just honestly something beautiful about it.
Alright, cool. I have no idea what to reference in most situations, but I'm happy for them. I'm happy that I have great memories. My greatest memory was when I used to be a kid and I walked around mining, smithing, like just like doing mining, smithing runs, not just like storing it all in my bank and then going and smithing in one go. No, it was mining, walking all the way over to a furnace, walking all the way over to a friggin'
knowing what to do, right? That's the first
bench thingy, workbench thingy. I forgot the name, anvil, and just looping and looping and looping. And there was like a bank in the middle there somewhere to like store all the gear I had made. It was very inefficient, but that is my #1 memory as a kid. That was great.
During that video. So I'm going to change it slightly, but it's related. It would be the time that I got my first fire cape in old school. And
guys, I'll get the fire cape someday.
Kind of like memorable to me, and obviously it's your first fire cape. Everyone
have faith.
Cape, right?
We'll get there together.
I ran outside.
I have no idea how hard it is, but we'll get there.
I was literally vibrating because I was so.
I know there's like a wave
a
thing you have to complete. That's all I know.
My stream, because I was live on Twitch when I did that, and I like to think that that moment helped me get my job here. Because those same mods then said to me after my interview that they'd noticed and they saw that I'd applied, and I don't know. I'd like to think that it helps because
they saw your talents.
No,
this man could get a fire cape.
No, not my talents. It was more just that it helped me. It helped someone notice me enough. So,
should I put it on my resume, guys? If I ever get a fire cape, should I just put fire cape on my resume?
Look, we've got a load of cool things coming up throughout the year to celebrate all of the what a huge milestone this is for the franchise. But there is one that we just have to talk about right now, and it's RuneFest.
Yeah, !RuneFest in the chat to learn more.
Come on,
about this.
if you have Josh host it again, I'll watch all of it.
And better than ever before. And this year we're going to have 6.
At that point, I wasn't even playing RuneScape, wasn't even watching RuneScape, but like Josh hosting the interviews and stuff made me want to start this series. Like there's one of the reasons why I did this after WoW. It will test. I don't know. Might result in why Infernal. Is that like a? Wait, is there like an Infernal cape over the fire cape or something? It will test your patience and calm under stress, so maybe CV material. Oh yeah, it's true.
Around with themselves.
Hey guys, I have played thousands of League of Legends games. My patience to deal with ridiculous things is unmatched.
We're talking about memorable moments just before.
But I will still rage internally.
I remember the first time going to one before I was working here. Even there's just so many memories through every single RuneFest we've done, and last year's it was one of the peaks of the year for me. So I can't wait for this. We can't give away much right now, but the level up since last year is insane. And if you'd been at RuneFest previously, you'll know just how much last year already stepped it up.
Yeah, so we're going to be back at the NEC in Birmingham, but this time we're actually going to have 2 permanent stages for the entire weekend, so we can share even more content. And
have you guys ever been to RuneFest?
So good. One of
As like a physical
was the skill
event
challenges, and we're working on brand new ones for this year. I can't wait to see what the team cooks up.
Last year was the first RuneFest since COVID. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Guys, COVID feels like it's been like a decade. Like it's been that was like a decade ago or something. But it was still quite recent, I guess.
All of the community meetups that we did.
Was it like 2020 through like 2023-ish or something? Like kind of like going up and down. My God, COVID was a weird time.
We're bringing all of that good stuff back.
Yeah, and anybody who watched the Golden Gnomes last year, we can't be forgetting the socks.
Yes. We'll be bringing plenty of socks.
I will gladly take my golden gnome, guys. Just send it to my house, okay?
More info on this as we
it's
get
fine.
Closer to the
I'll put it in the shelf at some point.
On sale this spring. Until then,
is there like only one golden gnome, or is it like a multi thing? It's like the Oscars, right, for RuneScape content creators.
Ideas on how we can bring RuneFest to you digitally much better than we ever have before.
And with that said, shall we announce our first giveaway winner? I think we should, because we do have a first winner for the first giveaway for the Lumbridge
They wanted to do one in between the company they hired, mess it up somehow.
You've got your
oh, really? Oh, that sucks.
Miniature
I guess I want to do like an online one or something.
Congratulations. All right.
Send it. Are you not going to claim it live? Yes, yes. It's. I've heard they're on their way to bring it to me, because they said like, hey, can you come pick it up? And I'm like, guys, my chair's comfortable. I have a stream to host. You know, got all these viewers. Like,
choose
I can't
which
just
song
leave
be,
in the middle of the stream,
commemorated
so
this
they're
way.
coming over here and just bring it to me
Just
now.
thought, well, heck it,
Like,
why not? Let's
it's
just be fun.
it's gonna come in with the McDonald's.
And that will be covering old school RuneScape and RuneScape throughout our history. We also
There are
work
several
with
nominations for the
community
Golden
artists
Gnomes.
and
Okay,
curators
cool.
to create the epic artwork of iconic bosses on each.
I'll definitely get more into the content creator scene, like as a viewer, once I'm like deep into it. I would love to watch like the big series, kind of see what the other people have been doing, because it's really weird. Because like I'm here now as a creator, and I'm not going anywhere. But I've also not really seen like the big guys' content. Like no, I've seen like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, just kind of like see what they're doing. But I have no idea what makes like the I forgot the names. Like you got the soup guy, and you've got the
everyone's spamming exclamation mark giveaway. That's really cool.
For some reason I'm just blanking on the names, but you got like the unguided guy, alien food or something. All these big guys that I gotta check out at some point. So your girlfriend is bringing not just McDonald's but also the gnome. Yes, that's true. They handed it over at the local McDonald's, and they just put it in the same bag, because like burger, golden gnome doesn't really matter, and then bringing it over here. And I'm gonna just have like a nice burger, a milkshake, and a golden gnome to go with it. Alien Food, Mad Season Show, yeah, lots of people to watch. Jimmy, whoever Jimmy is, I know the name Jimmy. Who was the bald guy? I think there was a bald guy there at the end of the content creator section, with like the black beard. I've seen him before, but I can't remember who he is. Is he the guy who's always shirtless?
Hello, I'm Mod Elena.
And I'm Mod Husky.
And we're
Happy Meal, yes. No me meal. Oda block.
The closest thing we could find to a boat.
I think he's the shirtless guy, right? But he was wearing a shirt there, so I was confused.
But we're not just here to say thank you, while also potentially giving ourselves some frostbite.
We're also here to talk about the amazing sailing roadmap we've got coming up.
Jimmy was in the video too.
This roadmap is subject to change based on your feedback. Enjoy.
Can we please get off this boat now? Whew. Now that we're out of the cold and off that sad excuse for a boat, it's time to get stuck into the roadmap. So, kicking things off in the spring, as the flowers begin to bloom and the hay.
Why does he keep his room that hot though? I mean, to be fair, the guy must be swimming in money, I guess, because RuneScape, I guess, is like a very lucrative market.
Into the Tortugan questline with the Red Reef. In this quest, you'll be going undercover and underwater to investigate a shady trading company, and promises no shortage of twists.
Okay, I've never played the first Tortugan quest, I think, but
troubles, you'll earn more
hold on, I actually have RuneScape. Actually, I don't have it open anymore. Never mind.
New woodcutting area, and most importantly,
new woodcutting area, cool.
All set for the Tortugan trilogy's epic.
Oh wait, the Tortugans are like tortoises, right?
Then, as the hot summer sun starts to burn those salty shoulders of yours, we'll have a brand new player-designed island for you to discover and explore.
What, player design? Did someone win a competition or something?
First submission right here. So let's take a look.
Jimmy has Gary Gilbert free-to-play series. Oh yeah, I've seen it, like the social one, right? And also by release, all quests by order of release, but also locking content by time. Yeah, these guys, I guess, are just like trying to like keep reinventing themselves, keep reinventing the series, right?
Will remember that Varlamore itself began as a player suggestion years ago on the 2000scape subreddit. Throughout the development of sailing, we've tried to keep that same level of community involvement alive. That's why we launched the Player-Designed Island competition.
Oh, cool. I think I've seen it pop up in the launcher.
Our panel of J-Mods have selected 4 finalists. So what are you waiting for? Check it out in the blog that's live right now.
We've also heard your feedback loud and clear about the state of combat in sailing. And so, to fix this, we've decided to shoot Husky out of a cannon as punishment.
But it wasn't just me who worked on combat!
It's so goofy, but I love it.
We're also going to use your feedback to make combat better too. I just really wanted to shoot Husky out of a cannon.
It's going to be an evolution of combat, guys.
We're actively working on identifying the pain points and common frustrations that you have with boat combat. We want you to enjoy.
See, I haven't explored this yet because I've not done sailing over like level 17 or something. They kind of considered this for initial release, but decided we should familiarize ourselves with the skill and content first.
In the near future.
That makes sense.
As spooky season comes around in the autumn, we're gonna jump scare you with a brand new.
Guys, I'm scared.
Thanks, Elena.
You're welcome.
So a lot of the year is going to be focused on expanding sailing, I guess, which makes a lot of sense, by the way, because obviously you want to put time into your new skill. Make sure it's refined.
About the new Barracuda trial, mostly because it hasn't been made yet. But here's what we can say: we're taking
so this is a
all the
Barracuda
learnings from
trial?
previous trials and
All right.
incorporating your feedback.
Haven't seen him yet.
This is the best trial yet.
Evolution of
Even if they
Combat is one of the
sometimes
updates that killed RS3. Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's
Autumn isn't just for you speed freaks out there.
I'm actually inclined to try RuneScape 3 for a bit,
For an existing
just because of their removal of microtransactions. So I'm thinking I might give it a shot at some point, if I feel like I have time available for it.
On the horizon. I can feel
Any
it on
sailing
the
combat changes will most likely be an improvement. Oh, is it not that great? I really haven't engaged with combat yet. My Gamers Nexus viewer brain, thanks Intel, thanks Steve.
After our adventure on Harmony Island. I guess you'll have to find out when the time
Something
comes.
something leather
Until
jackets.
then, sharpen those scimitars. There be pirates out there.
And finally, at the end of the year, we'll have one last special gift just for you. That's right, it's a brand new Sea Expand! When we launched sailing, we wanted to start with fewer, more focused sections of the ocean first, rather than giving you access to the entire sea map all at once. That means there are still parts of Gilliner's Sea that don't have any content yet. We haven't decided on which ocean to expand into yet, but we'd like to explore how it might tie into the updates we talked about.
Yeah, I guess you could have played it Iron Man to not have it be pay to win, but still, I like the idea of the game not being pay to win, even if I can manually force myself for it not to be pay to win.
Isn't it beautiful?
Now, just one last thing before we go.
I should have a story to tell you guys about that, but
For all of the amazing feedback.
let me just see if anything cool is going to pop up before I get interrupted
Without
mid-story.
it, sailing wouldn't be the skill that it is today. So thank you so much for watching, and please do enjoy the rest of the summit. Now, however, I've got some J-mods to spec.
I love how they're like incorporating all these RuneScape elements into their stream.
I love that video. And there it is. With the launch of Sailing, Old School's first ever new skill at the end of last year, it was such a huge moment for the game, players and us as staff alike. It was a monumental addition to
Oh yeah, I had missed that part about Steve. That's cool.
So throughout 2026, we have multiple sailing focused updates to bring you even more to discover out on sea.
I just can't get over how much you look like the digital version of yourself.
Well, they did a good job. Thank you, video
Spitting
team.
double. Right, sailing even has its very own roadmap, and it's looking so good. But we do want to point out that the roadmap's changed a little bit since we recorded that video.
I don't like how they're spending time with it. Like, I think a big problem
This has largely been driven by feedback,
that we see
and we know combat's
in a lot of MMO design, Guild Wars 2, for example, is very much has this as a problem. Is they'll drop a feature, they will fine tune it like barely in like the next patch, and then it's gonna never receive an update again. And that way, like, you keep releasing and releasing and releasing, but no system is ever like perfected. So you have like all of these systems that are decent, but nothing is great. And I love how they're saying like, hey, we're gonna spend another year just going hardcore, making sure the system is actually good before moving on to whatever comes next.
We are. Plus, there is the player-designed island, and we're going to be showing you the finalists later. And I'm telling you now, picking is going to be hard. They're all so good, and you get to decide by voting on them.
And as always, I will take a moment to just stress that the roadmap we've shared isn't final. We'll be confirming everything along the way with you all. Feedback will mean sometimes we have to make changes.
Oh boy, do I have a story about a severed toe.
Yeah, and if you have questions, I'm sure there are many that are flowing through in the chat in between
Go ahead.
exclamation mark giveaway and exclamation mark something else that you're trying to get more information on. But save them for a few moments. The devs will be joining us in just a little bit, but we do have one last big reveal to go over tonight.
Alright, big reveal coming up, guys.
Saying things in the chat.
Make sure you sit down for this.
What could it be?
Let's
It's gonna be big. The raid, right?
Trusted allies.
Because there was gonna be a raid, I think.
The balance of the world is fracturing. Lucien's machinations threaten the world in ways even he could not have imagined. And despite every sacrifice, every loss, we must yet redouble our efforts. Guardians of Armadil, it was never my desire to ask this of you.
I had heard that story about the severed toe.
Must put aside our differences.
Actually, I read that. That was great.
Adventurer, I ask that you bring your force to bear. We must continue.
This is well done, by the
to risk
way.
Everything
Like, it's still clearly RuneScape,
the forces of destruction.
but it's also so much cleaner.
It was never meant to open. Guthix's archive. The final resting place for objects of untold power.
Like, I'm hyped. I don't even know the story, but I'm hyped.
A battle rages on between numerous factions. We will not be welcome. War cannot be allowed to rage on the surface, or we will never know peace. Chaos must be contained, or the world will burn with its will. A lust for power shall not be satiated, or everything will be lost. We are the only ones standing
Is this
in the way.
based on an in-game story that's like been built up, or is it like completely
Power in
new?
the archive may aid us.
Like something about the archives and places you were not supposed to go,
The
and
balance must hold, no matter the cost.
what does it say? The Fractured Archive. Old School's 4th raid. I'm assuming people are really excited about this. Coming late 2026. Okay. I'm assuming like new best in slot gear is gonna come from there, right? Probably. That's gonna be hype. Do they have like a race to world first in this game as well, by the way, where people like try and clear the bosses as the first? I'm assuming they do, right?
And we're going to be talking
I know of an
to Mod
archive, don't think it's the
Arcane
same
and Ed
archive.
in a few
Alright.
minutes to find out more. But before then, let's have a quick look at Old School's roadmap for this year, because there are some things that we've not talked about in there. Right, look at that. And alongside this, we have a new command for you, and that is ! Roadmap.
You'll also see there are 2 releases on the roadmap that we have not spoke about today. We'll be doing another sweep up this year.
Wait, create your
following
own
the
bingo
huge
events. That sounds kind of cool.
in 2025. So expect a bunch of blogs going into detail on a whole host
So you can make your
of
own
things you'll
grids.
get the chance
That's
to vote
really
on.
cool.
We're talking skilling, PVM, and combat systems, world/UX polish, and much, much more.
Yeah, and in addition to that, you may also remember that when we first announced Gridmaster last year, we spoke about the bingo system being designed with a life beyond that event in mind, and we're excited to announce that Old School RuneScape will have a bingo community feature coming this autumn, if it passes a poll, of course.
Yeah, so good.
Okay, so
And
people
I
are
can't
manually
stress
doing
how
it, but the
important
fact that
it
it's
is,
going to
like,
come into the game as like a real
to
thing, I
Old
think that's
School as a whole.
really
You know, we've all
big,
done
right?
quality of life
Because you
polls,
can
but since
make
we
it
started doing
much
these
more
sweep-ups the last couple of years, they make it genuinely
factual, that
widely
people can't
making sure we're looking after
cheat,
the
people
game,
can't bypass
ready
it,
for the
I guess,
features
because
without
it's going to be
letting
like hard locked in the game.
pieces as well.
Yeah, huge amount of info to be shared in there. And remember, folks, if you've not been able to catch up on everything, stay on top of it whilst we've been talking through, then just head to the Old School RuneScape website. There is a whole bunch of blogs that the community team have been working tirelessly to get uploaded and live ready for right now. They'll all be on there. Go and have a look at them, take a read through them. Maybe just wait until after the stream, though, because we are going to now have a lovely chat with Mods Ed and Mods Arcane. I don't know if I call you Mods Arcane. Mod Ed, Mod Arcane. Welcome.
I just
both
imagine
to
that
the
they've just
stream.
been
How are you
sitting there
both
for like the
today?
past 40 minutes or something,
I
just
feel really nervous
staring.
and excited, and I really want to read Twitch chat right now.
Well, you can't.
I mean,
Sorry, we can.
There was so much anticipation for this video to finally go.
Yeah, they were saying, "Oh God, that's Mod Arcane. Who invited this guy?" No, they love you, really. No, there's so much to dive into. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk raids. We want to have initially a little bit of a lowdown. So, what can you say about how it feels to finally being able to talk about the Fractured Archive?
Is this something that's been in production for a long time, guys? When did Raid 3 come out?
Almost like 3 years now, right? Obviously, back at TOA, we're thinking,
Oh,
like, what's next?
3
As
years.
much as we're all kind of
I guess.
exhausted at the end of that. We're like, we've got to start
Did I just catch
preparing,
that
right?
correctly?
Thinking about what would be working, what would work really well, so we can start like moving towards that direction. And there actually has been some hints in the game, like post-wild.
Man, it feels so odd. Like the fact that I've been covering this game for like what, like 8-9 months now or something,
but yeah,
and
it
I
feels great to
still
talk
feel like
about
I'm a
this
noob.
and
Like, it's
start
ridiculous.
comms about, like, rewards
Most
and
games, like,
going
you spend like
forward.
almost a year in there, and you're like at least pretty good at
I've
it.
seen it on the
And
wiki, so
at this point, I'm
people
just like,
definitely
dude,
do
I'm still
know,
terrible. But
the
it's
wiki knows
really
everything.
weird.
They're always
Uh,
watching.
b-
How about you, Ed?
yeah, after group Iron Man. Oh, okay.
I think it's just really exciting to be working on. I don't really know how to sort of like word it. It's sort of like, I feel like this maybe isn't what people were expecting, but I think hopefully in a good way. Like, it's a really nice surprise that we're doing a raid with this sort of style, this sort of thematics. Like, when you look at like the last couple of raids, it's sort of like, you could kind of guess we were going to go to the desert. Like, obvious desert raid, that was sort of a given. Like, vampire raid, okay, yeah, sure, that made sense. But this is sort of like, it was sort of a bit of maybe one that people maybe weren't expecting, but I think hopefully still really exciting. It's really nice to be able to really surprise
So,
people with
do
this
raids
stuff, and it's some
generally
really
like
awesome
are they like
I mean, the video was so good.
are they follow-ups to quest chains, or are they like very much standalone?
But can you walk us through
Because I mentioned like a desert one and a vampire one. Like, I would imagine the vampire one relates to the vampire storyline
two big ones
at
in my
least a
mind.
bit.
One
But
is
now they
where
are continuing the vampire
we're kinda,
storyline, and the
like,
raid is
missing out
there.
on
So
the
like, does the
chat.
raid
Like,
slot
we're trying to,
into
like,
it?
have, like, a bit
Is
of
the
a
raid part of the
theme-focused
storyline, or is it like a
experience, and that's kind of the big
yeah,
part that we've seen
you know, a very
over the past 3 raids. Is
separate
that the thing
thing?
that people like the most is the bosses. Is a reality, right? So
Guys,
two
I
of
can't
these
wait to do
obviously didn't have, like, any
Scurrius.
killing content or anything like
I'll do
that.
Scurrius
That seems to
somewhere
be the
next week
format that
probably.
kinda
Looking forward
resonates
to
the
it. It's gonna be
most.
great.
As much as it might not
Raids 2 and 3 are very
necessarily
linked to the
everyone's
quest
favourite
line.
raid, definitely the one
1 not so
stands out
much.
the most, and
Okay.
people do have a favourite raid.
It's gonna be great to
So we
get
kinda wanna
into.
lean into that a lot more.
I'm
So
probably
this
gonna
raid is
die a
going to be
lot.
like a more of a
A
lean
lot.
focused bossing experience. No skilling, no puzzle rooms or anything like that. No invocation system. As much as there was like pros to that, there's obviously cons as well, and we just want to focus on having really good like epic bosses.
Yeah. It's always really hard to get difficulty comparisons, right? Because like, there's so many different vectors that you can consider difficulty. But
There is
how-
lore, but I don't think you have a
how would you
requirement for
start
raids
to
2 other
describe
than
where
getting there.
this raid should
Okay.
be positioned, like compared to the existing raids.
I mean, I don't even know what the raids
So
are. I
because
know
it's
there's
releasing in,
in
like, this year kind of
Kurend, I
deal,
think it
is
was.
that
You've got
the
like
stats
this
and things will be kind of,
Zarek
like, brought up to match
temple
what the
area. I
current
don't know that. I think that was a
beginners.
raid.
Obviously, the game we keep adding more items and things
Raid
like that.
3
We kinda
requires
need
a
the monsters
quest.
to kind of
Okay.
represent that as well. Otherwise, it starts to get a bit wonky. So
Are
naturally,
they
the stats will
kind
be
of
higher, right?
linear
But
difficulty where you do 1, 2,
generally, we're
3,
trying to
4,
push
or is it
different
very
avenues, make
much
things feel different and exciting, and try and push our players a little bit more. And
like
this raid's
similar
definitely trying to
difficulty
push in that
levels, but like
direction and be
they
kind of
test
like
different
the
things?
hardest
Like
raid
some
of
people
the
might find 1
set,
easier,
so to
some
speak.
people might find 3 easier.
The hardest raid of the set.
Yeah, you might not be able to do it either.
Can't even do top.
See, guys, the great thing is they're doing Q&A on stream.
Oh, why
I'm
am
doing
I
a Q&A with
suddenly
you
up in
guys.
flames?
Someone has to be.
But I'm doing the Qs and you guys are doing the As.
I've got like, I don't know, 60,
They have several difficulties. Oh, so you can just clear them like on easy mode first and then
I mean, 60, 70
progress.
is better
That's
than
good.
none.
I like that.
Keep sitting here in silence. And, like,
I think that was a big problem in Guild Wars 2 where they had raids with no difficulty slider. So it was just, you know, you do the raid and you either
I can show you that.
fail completely because you're terrible and you haven't ever played the content, or you've played the content a ton and it's too easy. Like, there's no beautiful middle ground. Raids 3 has an invocation system, so it's like a whole slider.
Versus the other raids that we've done.
2 is arguably the hardest. Right. Looking forward to trying it at some point, but it's probably quite far away from me.
Immediately obvious, but was still really exciting. Like, we've just obviously seen people say, oh, maybe there's going to be a sailing raid next, that sort of thing. Don't get me wrong. Watch this space, I'd love to do a sailing raid. Maybe in 3 or 4 years' time we'll be back here talking about the sailing raid. But given we only launched it a few months ago, I think it was maybe a bit too soon to start thinking about that sort of thing. And this was a really good opportunity to do something unique. I think what's really nice about all of them, they are all unique.
Oh, by the way, the video that was the one that I have go up today was delayed a little bit. I'm still editing it. It's like close to being done, so I might still drop it tonight, depending on if I have some time after the stream. If not, I'll drop it later. But the videos are gonna slow down a little bit because I'm kind of through the content that I had like bulk recorded. So just so you know, it's gonna slow down at least a little bit for now. Probably go back to like every 3-4 days for the next week or 2 at the very least. Like, I tried sticking to a schedule, but honestly, I'm just gonna go with like, hey, if it's done, it's done.
Cavern again. Lucian has, I should say, spoilers for anyone who's not played while Gothic sleeps, but
No one dies, right?
Gonna spoil something so while Gothic sleeps. So Lucian has obviously claimed the
Blah 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 blah. I don't want. So they said something about Gothic sleeps and spoilers, so I'm just blah 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 blah. And guys, I can't hear what's going on right now, so I'm assuming I've just talked over the spoilers.
Stored down there, deep and theoretically safe below the earth, but now
something below the earth. So I'm assuming Gothic sleeps below the earth.
Archive, and as we saw in that
it's
trailer,
fine.
There's now a lot of different factions. Quite interesting getting their hands on what we're going to find there, and it means we can do something that we've kind of not really done before with the other raids. With the other raids, it's kind of all been like new bosses, new creatures, that sort of thing. But with this one, we've got a really fun mixture of like characters you've seen before in old school.
Have you guys played all the raids, by the way?
You haven't seen in old school.
Have you guys cleared them all? And if so, on what difficulty have you cleared them? Like, is it because I feel like games have very different focuses. Where in some games it's kind of expected to have cleared the raids. Like if you haven't cleared the raids, then you've not even done what the game is about. And in other games, raids are like they're like this optional piece of content that is really difficult, and only like an elite portion of the player base clears them. I'm not sure where RuneScape is. I feel like RuneScape is like raids are quite elite, where probably like a fairly small amount of people do them. But I'm not sure. Technically, yes, Raid 1 has a diary task to clear, the other two have a mini quest each.
People such as Aiza already getting absolutely terrified.
As in, clearing the raid is the mini quest, and completing the mini quest says like, hey, I've cleared the raid at least once.
So to make things very clear, no, don't worry, you're not going to have to complete this raid field to keep continuing the Marjarat storyline. This is, I guess, it's a spin-off of the Marjarat storyline. It's sort of like it's a really fun way to sort of tie up that loose end of that arc.
Okay, so it's tied into the Marjarat storyline, okay, but not like a big part of the main story. Cool.
So it's not a direct
the raid plus some story and stuff. Okay.
But as always with stuff like this, there might be a few little.
Raids are among the hardest content, but there are single bosses with very hard modes. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I think there's like so many bosses in this game. So many bosses.
Expense of potentially copying more.
I have no idea if I'm gonna get far into clearing them. Like I am pretty decent at hard content in MMOs, but I do have to enjoy the process of learning the bosses, and I still have no idea if I enjoy high-end combat in RuneScape. Like I very much enjoy it when I'm, WASD, sidestepping, dodging, quick rotations and those kind of things. But RuneScape is so different, where as long as I enjoy the process of the combat system and learning to utilize it, I'll probably push quite far. But if I don't enjoy it, I can see myself getting quite stuck early on, so I'll have to see.
Weird tenuous things of like,
but I do enjoy going into a boss blind and really just learning the boss fight as I go. I like dying horribly like 10 times in a row before I even understand the first mechanic, because I think that's a core part of what makes raiding fun, learning a boss through failure. Because if you clear something the first time and there is no failure, then what is the point of the raid? Or the point of the boss fight, or the point of the challenge. Like, I'm playing Crash Bandicoot with my girlfriend, and like the game itself is it's not easy. Like it's the remake, like the Insane Trilogy. It's not easy, but it's not too hard. Most levels are quite clearable if you just brute force them. But then you've got like these time trials, and you have to do the entire level without dying in a certain time, and you die a fair amount, but everything is so scripted that I love it, because you just go again and again and again and again, and after like 20-30 runs, you are so good at the opening part that you consistently start dying after that, and then you learn that part, and then you consistently get further and further and further until you're stuck at the end, and then you just like completely speedrun like first 80% of the level. And I love that feeling of progression where you just feel like, hey, I've spent some time on this, but I've really gotten good at the parts that I used to fail at a lot, and now I can,
If it fails, actually, I shouldn't say this because I don't want to present a challenge.
Get to
that would be devastating.
get to the end and actually find the clear. Seeing how you haven't engaged in any combat mechanics yet, Scurry is first, and then you have some idea of where it goes. Yeah, that's the plan. The plan is right now for Scurrius to be part 100 of the series. I have the requirements for it right now, but I thought like 100 is like a really nice number to start bossing. So I have up to 98 recorded right now, I believe. So 99 is going to be like some quest probably, I'm not quite sure yet. And 100 will be Scurriers, so it's coming up probably next week somewhere. Like a week or two at most, and I'll have the Scurriers video done. And I'm hoping that means I have to clear. But the thing is, I don't know, like, I might clear it in like an hour. I might clear it in a week. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to clear, because I don't know how difficult it's going to be. I don't know how much rage quit is going to be in there. I've considered doing it as a stream as well. Like, the big Scurrier stream. But like, I think it would be more fun for me maybe to do it as a stream. But also, it's a bit harder to keep talking and stuff when you're, you know, trying to engage in combat. So I might do some more post-commentary if it's like really hard, and I don't know, kind of like figuring out how I want to approach those bosses. Plus, videos get better views than streams, unfortunately. Depends. Blind with hints. Blind.
You continue to pretend
Well, I mean, blind at first. Like the way I'll approach this is I'll keep going blind as long as I feel like I know where I go wrong. I'll stay blind. As long as I feel like I see a path of improvement, I'll go blind. If I get to a point where I repeatedly die and I don't know what I'm dying to and I can't seem to figure out what it is I need to improve, that's where I'll ask for a hint in the Discord. But as long as I see a path of progression for myself, I'll do it without hints. Because that's the fun part to me. Like, learning the fight is more fun than clearing the fight. At least in most of MMOs. Probably not a week though. Scurriers is still the easiest pay-to-play bot. Yeah, okay. I mean, the Obor video isn't out yet, but I was busy editing it this afternoon, and I made a very terrible mistake. I think I did clear him in one go. Same with the other boss, the plant lady. I killed her in technically 2 goes, but really in 1 go. And I think I made a big mistake in Obor, where I was fighting in melee, thinking that as long as I'm in melee range with Obor is going to be in melee range with me, and it's going to be using melee abilities. So I just use Protect Against Melee, and I'm starting to hit him. And I take massive damage, and I'm just like, why do I keep taking damage? And I haven't been able to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure what happened is I was in melee range, he was in melee range, but because I had Protect Against Melee active, he used his ranged ability in melee range, and I was taking massive damage from that, and I couldn't figure it out. I didn't understand that he would use a ranged ability in melee range. But I guess the AI said, well, he has protection against melee, I'm gonna swap over to a ranged ability. And I was taking big hits, but it felt weird. But I enjoyed the fact that I learned that, but I did feel bad about the fact that I didn't notice that during the fight. At least I think that's what happened. You guys will see that in the video. It's going to come up tonight or tomorrow, probably.
Rewards earlier in the showcase, but I would love to talk through some of them with you both. So we have here. This is
that's a cool throne,
I believe, for the player in house.
Yes, it is. So cool. It is. You couldn't have a league, a Yama-themed league, without his iconic seat, throne, you know? Yeah.
Okay, well, how did you manage to just, like, nab it from him, though?
Well, I don't think we nabbed it. It's more like a really nice...
Like, I have to say, one of my favorite things in MMOs ever has been to have a boss fight, whether it be a 5-man boss or a 10-man boss or whatever, but just be on voice with a group of people and, you know, go in and discuss the mechanics you're seeing. You know, you're wiping and you're going back to like the drawing table, like, hey, this is
you're giving yourself to Yama, right? So what's more fitting than like
this is where we wiped, you know, there was this ability. Do we have an ability to counterplay this? Can we like reflect it? Can we block it? Can we use some sort of like CC reduction? Can we move out of the way? And if so, you know, who are we going to use for that? Which class will we take along? Which build will we take along? I love the idea of having this composition and just spending a couple hours as like probably like a 5-man or something, just like theory crafting your way, and then you die again. You're like, oh, but what if we change this thing and then add this thing instead of that thing? And that's honestly one of my favorite things in MMOs ever. I love that theory crafting thing, especially when it's group content that you're doing blind. Often, unfortunately, like you'll be joining a group and they'll have guides and stuff and they'll know exactly what they're doing even on their first clear, which I think ruins the fun. But if you go in with 5 people, or whatever the content requires, and you all don't know what's going on, and you can blind, like, explore it, first time it, that's honestly perfect. I still haven't turned in my Gridmaster rewards. Well, go do that then. what are you doing here? I mean, don't leave. Just put me on your second monitor, where I'm assuming I already am. If not your third, it depends. Is Josh in the other one? Because I think Josh was streaming as well. I think I saw him streaming RuneScape. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm on like the third or the fourth monitor at this point. Why is the throne so small? That's a good point.
And of course,
it's a grower, not a shower. You need a friend who also plays blind? Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I do have a friend who has cleared some content. And depending on what he's cleared, I might take him along for some later content that maybe came in later that he hasn't cleared yet either, but depends on what he's cleared or what he hasn't cleared. You only have one monitor, right? I'll tab my AFK sailing. Fair.
It just clicked. I was just thinking to myself.
As I actually have two ultra wides next to each other right now. Like my monitors are so friggin' wide, it's ridiculous. But that's because I had an ultra wide monitor as a main monitor, and then I swapped over to a new ultra wide monitor, and I was like, well, what do I do with my old ultra wide monitor? Well, put it on my left. So I'm looking at you guys through my second monitor right now, because I'm watching my own stream, because the webcam's actually over there, but the chat's over there. Because I need to have it full screen, so it like aligns with the setup I have for the stream. Well, it's ridiculous. I have so much screen estate that
can you talk to me about what players can expect them?
Like, it's not set up for it. Like, it was set up for a different monitor. So, like, it's like not like aligned well, but it's there. Lazy Strife followed me shortly once, but I'll go give him weapon store key or several when I get a chance. Is that something for a quest? Weapon store key. Weapon store key. Have I done that before? I think I haven't cleared that. I think I haven't cleared that. I was also considering how I want to approach potentially doing like more of those quest tier lists, because I very much enjoyed doing it first time around. Oh, the Shield of a Rough quest. Yes, I have done that indeed. Yes. Oh yeah, that's what you need the key for.
Maybe we'll replace it this time, and maybe we'll have something even more busted.
I should really start watching his Lazy Man series again, because he quit. Like, didn't he quit it for quite some time, and then like he came back to it? Because I think I watched some of it like, a year or two ago or something. But I thought it was a really interesting concept. I think it works well with his approach, where he just kind of sits back, talks, and let other people do the gameplay. Joshua Hayes remembered he's a streamer, so has been playing that again. Yeah, I love how that guy's just like, you know, it's been about 4 months now, but I realized that you guys are paying me for my job, so let me go do it. It's it's great. Although I definitely consider him to be YouTuber primary, streamer secondary, for sure. The guy puts in a lot of effort. I can't fault him for that. Like the amount of effort he has to put into his retro reviews and stuff, that's quite well done.
It looks like League 6, things are going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, so we've basically really lent into the combat masteries this league, the big mechanic being demonic pacts.
I also watched a stream, or sorry, not a stream, a video on
choices as well.
With Josh Hayes as a guest, where he was on the, I think it was like Terrible Taste podcast or something, and he took over the role of guest and host at the same time. Can't necessarily hold up Brazilian aviation with streams. I mean, you can loop streams, like Trash Taste, that's it. That was a really, I feel like I've seen like 75% of the video. Like, I haven't seen the final little bit yet, but he was really good on that video. I think he
Was that your idea, Mark?
Oh, it's Yama again. Like, I'm trying to like listen to the stream a little bit in the background until I hear something that like piques my interest, but unfortunately this is, a lot of the stuff is just not really relevant to me at like my current point of progression.
The best part about leagues, aside from playing it and the rewards, of course, is this like big period where we get to just like push out teasers and reveals. And
I want to show it off so bad.
I know,
it's so yeah, you've seen it. Yeah.
It's I cannot wait. I cannot wait to just show you.
Well, I like how they're hyping up seasons.
I'm going to be a bit cheeky, but are there any other surprises you can give us a little peek at?
Mortals.
Will you play leagues? I mean, I already play League, so might as well play leagues too, right? I mean, I'll at least give it a shot. I'm not sure how I want to approach it though, because I'm in this position right now where I really want this series, or like the is it any good your playthrough series, to just continue with some level of consistency, and I don't want to do other projects that take away time from that. But at the same time, I do want to check out stuff like leagues, and I don't know how I want to approach it yet. So I would love to play it, but I'm not sure yet if it's going to be like a one-off stream or like a couple of streams like we did with Gridmaster, or whether I want to turn it into a proper either video or streaming series where we're going to go like quite hard on it. Not sure yet.
We've been cooking.
But I'm very much interested in it. It's just that there's too much to do in the core game already that I struggle finding time for other stuff. Like I have so many projects that I would love to do, so many things that like have my interest, but I'm just, you know, all my time goes into the OSRS series because it's never ending and it's lovely.
Really makes you wonder. It's not going It does make you wonder though, where else Yama is going to show up next. Maybe he will be in Mod Rice's grandparents' room. If you've not seen it,
I'll at the very least check out leagues. I don't know about the content path, but I'll at least check it out. Because I'm very much interested in it.
To talk about Deadman Annihilation and Deadman All Stars 3 live. Hello both, how are you doing today?
Tired.
Yeah?
Guys,
I think it's gone well.
Solo Mission probably is a great content creator. I don't know too much about him, but guys, he has to go hit the gym.
The commentary was impeccable. I had to see.
He looks like a stick figure. Like, no offense to the guy, he's probably a great guy, and I'm not like huge, but he's got to put on some weight, okay? So someone let him know to just grind strength IRL for just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Get out of that like single-digit strength though. See, that's the big, you know, that's gonna get me cancelled, right? You guys gotta post it as a clip somewhere, and he's gonna see it, and he's gonna send his army of solo missioners to now cancel me. That's gonna happen. Leagues have cosmetics, but you can get the old ones for the same points.
What's the experience working on it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, there might be some cool stuff. Stick figure.
Every single comment there's ever been about All Stars, and that's
so is cleaner and Anatoly. I love Anatoly. Can I clean here? I love him. I think Solo is Jagex's interface to creators. Yeah, I mean, dude, Anatoly is hilarious. I don't know how much of it is scripted, because I'm assuming a lot of it is scripted, but I just love the idea of just walking up like two enormous guys and just being like, hello, I clean here. Whoop, lifts up the barbell with one hand.
The scale of that, it's like, I don't know, just playing on stage, like they're going to be able to hear the crowd, like all this stuff, like the extra nerves, like it just takes it to another level.
Did you see the Avengers edit where he picks up Thor's hammer? Yes, I've seen it. That was great. That's the scene where they're like all sitting around the, like in like a booth or something, right? And then like there's the hammer, and then I can't remember exactly what happens in that scene, but then you know he's just like, bloop.
Crazy. But Mac, how are you feeling as we head into a brand new Deadman, and one that is quite vastly different from previous?
Yeah, good. I've been developing it for a while now, and I feel like I've pushed it, you know, more casual friendly. I know last year, I think we talked about it, and I said it's more casual friendly, and I don't think it was quite as casual friendly as, you know, I wanted it to be. So now it is more. It's still, you know.
You know, I'm happy that the setup that I made for this works. Is it the most professional setup? Definitely not. Like there's a random PNG of a friggin' desk on me right now. But I feel like I should have had something else than a desk here. I don't know. I could have figured something out. I know Josh had the bar, but his green screen is much bigger. You know, mine's smaller. It's a problem.
It just means that everything you do, you're progressing. Like when you kill a boss, when you get any single level.
2 times casual friendly DMM. What? I know DMM is like the Deadman mode or something. 2 times casual friend.
The loot chests as well.
You lost me there. I'm sorry.
Like the fact that you have to stay there for a while. Then
but that's probably on me.
Can come and help you, and then there's going to be. It's actually like a little flashpoint. There's extra bits of PvP content. I think that'll be really cool.
So, Mank, can you tell us a little bit more about
What? I thought that was a real desk. Yes. Sorry to ruin your immersion. It is a real desk. As you can clearly see, I have the ability to grab my cup of coffee without coffee, and I can place it on the edge, like so. Hold on, let me. Yes. There we go. I'll even do like the dunk.
And typically newer players are the ones that kind of
Oops, it fell through.
most from it because they don't really know what they're doing. They don't know how to protect
Guys,
the items in the bank. They don't
this mug, I've probably talked about it before, but this mug, the Ember mug, we're talking about the Demon Annihilation right now. Oh, yeah. In the stream, they said they made the more casual, friendly Deadman mode even more friendly. I mean, I might check it out a little bit. Like, I'm not opposed to spending a couple of hours seeing what it's like, at least. Maybe I'll happen to enjoy it a lot somehow. But generally, like, I enjoy PvP, but only if I'm like actually really good at the game. Because otherwise, I feel like, you know, you just play the content and get wrecked. I think PvP is fun, not when you're just winning, because that's not fun either, but when you're competitive. I think that's the best. But guys, have you ever heard of the Ember mug? This is my best, most ridiculous purchase ever that I don't regret.
I think that was a really good point to make. And
I love this mug. If they would sponsor me, I'd accept immediately. They could pay me in mugs. I'd be fine with that. This mug is incredible. Sponsor me. I mean, I don't normally PvP, but cosmetics, and also no longer bank keys. So, were bank keys like a system where you couldn't access the bank unless you had a bank key or something like that?
And you think, oh my god, this is terrible. But you know, when you just start getting on with it and you get it done, it does eventually all click and you figure it out. Just jump into Deadman. Don't even care about reading the blog if you don't want to. Don't let that information overwhelm.
Alright, they just said, just jump into Deadman. I will do that. I'll just jump into Deadman. No, you kill someone and rate their...
That will make sense when you're in there.
Get the hell out of my bank. Guys, I don't want people in my bank. My inventory is fine. My gear is fine. But stay out of my bank.
Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let it put you off. Just go in and have a little bit of fun.
But we've got a whole new twist to the finale as well. Splitting players randomly into two factions. I mean, where did that idea come from and what effect do you think it's going to have, Manx?
I don't know where it came from, to be honest. I think it was just typically we see like a dominant clan take over another one, or several clans have to merge in order to play, and then solo players can't really experience anything because they just get dominated by 50 people. So
it's no longer the case. Yeah, I think I just heard that. That's actually a really good change. I think, based on my very expert opinion, having never played the game mode. Guys, I have a very big problem. If I ever want to become a big streamer or a big YouTuber, I lack a certain quality, and that quality is that I don't feel the need to have an opinion on things I know nothing about. And I think it's my duty as a streamer and or a YouTuber to always have an opinion ready to go. It's a problem. I lack that ability. I do this weird thing called shutting up on occasion. Thinking before I say something. How many genders are there? 2. Just saying.
I might play a bit differently this time. But I'm not decided. I know it's 5 days away.
Alright, guys, it was fun. I'm cancelled.
Yeah, there's always that lovely moan of I'm rank 1 in Deadman, and then 10 minutes later someone else has put a video up of I'm rank 1 in Deadman.
Oh my god, if I do this, guys, I just turn into the friggin' Matrix or something. What's happening to my arms? What the hell is happening to my arms?
I love the finale. It's so fun.
Like, this thing is blue.
Yeah, so last year I made 5 different accounts. Actually got pretty far without.
But I like how I say, I think before I say something, and you just immediately are like, let me pose a dangerous question to him.
Deadman is one of my favourite times of the year because it just brings so much content. There's always so much to watch.
I am sorry to all my helicopter viewers. If I've offended you, my apologies.
So yeah, nice bit of familiarity there. But it's not. It doesn't just end there. Obviously, we've got Deadman All Stars
Swah, swah, swah.
live in Chicago. A huge new event.
Was that it? Was that did the helicopter go swah swah swah? I think it did, right?
You know, this whole event. So, is there is there anything that you want to tell us so far?
It wasn't just about the question; it was also about the response meme.
Yeah. So, what in the finale specifically?
The response meme.
Well, in Deadman All Stars, I think it's going to be a lot more. I mean, I think it's already good to watch, but the missions especially is what I'm excited for.
Guys, I've got like very dry and sore lips. It never happens to me, but it's really annoying.
That's not normally
I keep licking them, but I know that's bad for them.
First team to kill next, like it gives value to your PVM.
I don't know if it's like a cold or something or what happened, but I'm drinking a lot of stuff like a madman, just trying to like hydrate myself. There's that video where someone answers, I don't know, I just got here. Oh.
There's a few months left, and I know we have some dev time to
have I seen that? I feel like I miss a lot of like very common memes because they just never cross my feed.
Yeah. So there's some really cool stuff we do. Obviously, I can't say it because I don't want all the.
It's really, you know, one of the most interesting things I think about stuff like the algorithm and shorts is, you know, I'm in like my own bubble, of course. Like everyone's in their own bubble when it comes to content you see, because it recommends based on your viewing behavior.
Because it's the solo mission.
And then you watch someone else's feed for once. Like you just take their phone, with their permission preferably, optional but preferably, and then you start scrolling through their shorts or their TikTok or whatever, and you're just like, wait. I would never see these videos. There's so many like weird videos about all kinds of things. You're like, do people make content on this? And it's really interesting to like step into someone else's bubble for a bit and just experience it. Quite often I'll be like, why would you watch this? I mean, to be fair, like half the shorts I get on my own feed, I'm like, why would I watch this? Because shorts often suck. But then checking someone else's bubble out is even more interesting and more sucky.
So much pressure from the noise of the crowd. That's going to change the dynamics a little bit, right? Like, who do you think is going to deal with that well or badly?
I think it's difficult because some of the people in the cast have played on stage before, so like Boaty, Skill Specs from like a long time ago, like PvP All Stars. But even then, that was on a tiny scale compared to, you know, like you said, like you can. I remember getting on stage at RuneFest and looking out and be like, oh wow, there's there's so many people out there. It's like a daunting experience. So yeah, I think the finale this time is going to be a lot about who can hold their nerve, and yeah, Shakers are nerfed. So good job on the play.
Shakers are nerfed.
I have no idea what they're on about right now. By the way, Shakers are nerfed.
I believe you'll also be sharing an explainer video.
They've completely lost me here.
To make sure everyone's up to speed.
Yeah, so that'll be the usual schedule. Like we'll have the draft that comes out like a week or so before the actual competition week, and all the actual full changes ironed out and posted just before that, because we want to see how Deadman Annihilation goes. I just want to take the best bits and put them in All Stars, so that's the plan.
Brilliant.
Awesome. Well as all of that, we'll be keeping you up to date with ticket information, you know, as and when we are able to. But a reminder.
Wow, I've been live for about 2 hours already. Wait, what time is it? Oh boy, time is just flying by.
For active players only on February the 20th. And then general release on February the 21st.
That wasn't expected.
If you are just wondering, you didn't hear me earlier, you're panicking, what does active player mean?
I'll probably be wrapping things up quite soon. It's getting a bit late and I still need to edit a little bit.
And it loads, you'll be able to see the code. If for whatever reason you can't get the launcher on your machine,
And like, you know, my brain needs to like wind down from these really bright lights that are in my room right now. Like I'm fine with them on me, you know, when I'm watching the screens and stuff, but I definitely notice that they're like making me like very alert. They're keeping me awake. If I record just before I go to bed, like the bright lights just like in my eyes like a little bit, like I need to like wind down from it. So whenever I record like just before I want to go to bed, I will often just record with the lights off and no cam, just so that I don't have like wake up the brain like to that extent. Because these things can get super bright. I've got like these Elgato key lights here. And my god, these things can get super bright.
Oh, I love free stuff.
Who doesn't like free things? So before we just
Did they say free things, guys? I want some free things.
Thank you so much both for joining us. Thank you as well for your fantastic work during Dead Man Factions casting. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah, I honestly,
So
I would love to do this setup more often, by the way. Not necessarily about like these streams, maybe, but one thing that I've been thinking about that could be kind of interesting is if there's like really good content. Like I'm not the biggest fan of reaction content generally. Like as long as like especially when people don't add any value to it. But if there's like any content where you know, people are really interested in seeing reactions. Like maybe some like historical great content from YouTubers, or maybe some like big events that happened and we could like talk a bit about it, like highlights and stuff that don't, you know, strike some sort of copyright thing. I could have a similar setup to this, you know, and I could just put the video up here and we could have a bit of a chat about all those like cool videos. So I'm thinking about maybe setting something like that up if people are interested. I can put it in the Discord and people can, you know, add videos to that list and I could just go through them. And as long as they're, you know, they're like copyright content, then that could be quite nice, I think. Because I'd love to learn more about the deeper parts of the history. I did that with WoW a little bit on a stream. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff there had music on it, and the music got me copyright struck. So, I mean, I don't have monetization anyway, but that would not have been monetizable.
Welcome to the stream, Ed and Rice. How you both doing?
Good, yeah, good.
Wow.
Yeah? Oh, well,
there was so much energy.
Guys, my birdhouses are done. I should really go pick up my birdhouses in a bit.
Outside. I've eaten about 4,000 calories in the past 2 hours. I'm in a little bit of a coma. You'll forgive me if I'm low energy.
Right, but maybe it's because you didn't name him as Count Rice.
How was that experience?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but I actually have a grandma whose cousin, whose dad is 1,000-year-old.
Anyway, I think there isn't too much for me to talk about anymore in this stream. There's probably a lot of interesting stuff going on for people who are like very much invested in the scene, but I'm kind of drifting off where I'm like semi-listening, but there's no announcement anymore. It's just a bit of a Q&A with creators and stuff and mods, which is probably very interesting, but not to me right now. So I'll be wrapping up the stream here. Thank you so much for choosing to join me tonight. I know there were some other you know, watch parties out there. I saw some other YouTubers doing it. You know, obviously there's probably like clan events, people are chatting. That's just the main live stream. So thank you for choosing to be here. I very much enjoyed my time here, learned some stuff about the game, and yeah, I'm hoping we can do this kind of viewing party more often. Very much enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Good night, guys.
Like, but that's obviously just how long I've been working on it. I mean, this storyline has been around since I don't even know when. Like, we're talking about 25.